Call me now for a bumper clock reading.
Mr. Bravo.
It's showtime.
But what is a mistake without the lesson? See, the best teacher in life is your own experience. None of us know who we are until we fail. They say every man is defined by his reaction to any given situation. Well, who would you want to define you? Someone else or yourself?
Greetings, greetings. You're welcome, Pete. Greetings, greetings. I'm here, baby.
To define you. Someone else.
Who's here? You gotta mute it. I'm sorry, y'all. I started to greetings, greetings. You're welcome, Pete. Sure, can you try to help me, baby, and mute the TV? I tried to just go ahead and cancel it because it's a lot going on. I can't find my cord to the second camera, right? So not only is the rain getting on my nerves, but so is the energy of just being frustrated, you know? But we're here, we made it, and I want to go ahead and give the poos what's needed. I thank y'all for being a part of the tribe. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, or just watching the bushes like you guys do, right? Now, there's a lot going on because they say the second moon is upon us. But see, what is going on in reality is that planet Nibiru has finally reached its point, its high point. So do not be fooled by the energy that comes forth to you. Planet Nibiru is finally touched down for all of you. Now, before we get into each Zodiac one card tarot horoscope for all signs going forward, I want to go ahead, let my introduction play, get an incense lit, and we'll be on our way. Thank y'all for being patient with me in each and every way. This is difficult, baby, but I'm here.
ADL, the producer.
No more nonsense. You go back there and you bring me their heads. All of them.
ADL made this.
No, I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you no more.
All right, guys, let's get into the reading for tonight. I thank you all again for being a part of the tribe. I do have the incense lit. I am on my scrape schoolyard shit. Hello. Feeling very dapper, if I may say so myself. No. But I hope everybody slept peacefully. I hope everybody had dreamt bountifully this morning, this rising, going into today. And I hope that you guys are being yourselves and all the originality that you could possibly sense in your way. I say that because who y'all done stole from today? Who y'all here jocking from in each and every way, huh? Well, I hope that originality can come to you and that you can have everything abundantly attract organically, poo. All right, so without further ado, I've talked enough crap. We are getting into the 12 sign each zodiac, and I also have moon magic I want to get into. There is also a boost of energy to double down, and then the oracles at the end. I thank y'all for being a part of the tribe. Let me through the doors and let's begin. All right, fat split in the middle here in the present. Spirits. Off the dome again. I did not write them down. I tell you, I think we're still going to go through with this anniversary trip, but between the raining us out and all this freaky energy about Aries, the Two of Wands. Here's the problem with this Two of Beasts. It could either be you getting ready to have some sort of breakthrough come beneath you. And I say that because this could be a groundbreaking adventure. This could also be something of a sense where you're going to have clear vision on something you don't feel strong enough in just yet. When I say strong enough, Aries, this could be with your words, verbiage coming out to somebody naturally. This could also be with you getting ready to be working with only one hand and one leg because of some flowing energy. But the way that it's flowing, you see, it's coming out of something muddy. Uh-oh, I'm freezing. What is going on? I'm freezing. What the frick is happening? Can you press unmute? See if I'm freezing. Energy. But the way that it's flowing, you see, okay, it's coming out of, thank you, baby. So it looks like I'm freezing up there, so my apologies. But the way that this is flowing is out of muddy, kind of murky energy, water. So whatever's getting ready to flow through, you need to be kind of solid on and for. And I say that simply because you only have one leg and one hand you're working with. So this week, just be prepared for the breakthrough, but it's going to take you and the efforts to get through something that's kind of cloudy to see. Okay. And anything that's cloudy, you have to know that your efforts have to come through naturally or organically, but not in a way where you're being like me, frustrated, overthinking. This is just something that wants to come through because you've been working, but in a sense, it's very scarce on how long, you've been working on it. So let's just see. Let's double down on the, all right. So you're going to have to be brave, not only in what's coming and flowing your way, but this new change. Because Aries, you may have very well planned your month out, planned the next couple of days. But see, this is all a courage thing coming in through Leo. So you're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be more strong than mighty in some way. And like I said, you got this one arm, you got this one leg. Be mindful if you work with something where you can actually hurt yourself, but also just be prepared for something that's going to flow in that's kind of dirty. All right. Taurus. Okay, I think we're okay. I still have the headphones, my muffins on. Taurus, you've got the moon. This is Cancer energy, a little bit of Pisces too, but it's in reverse. So the truth is already known to you. You may have somebody admit you're going to have somebody admit to things this week that were kind of sketchy anyway, kind of holy, that you could kind of see through like Swiss cheese. But see, you actually have a lot of love for this person, and it's like you guys met or did something naturally. So whether this is a work relationship, an actual friend, or like a bond that you have with somebody that's just always down for you, my friend, you're going to have to be put up to some tests, put up to some questions. But whatever this is, you are going to be the one pretty much doing it. So if they come through and admit the truth, then your intuition was already all knowing to you, Taurus. But then again, if you see another lie or you feel they're not being completely honest at that time, they're going to try to hide not only behind another person, but behind another excuse. And it's going to be because of what someone else did instead of themselves inward. So, you are always all knowing, Taurus, anyway. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to congregate with these people or get the truth in any way. But the more that they're not honest with you, the more that you're going to see through the lie that they continuously tell you. So this week, be prepared to actually, get the truth very easily. And if it does not come, you still see more holes that are very clear, honey, then that it's actually time to separate, because they're not really willing and ready. And whether it's willing and ready to be honest with you or just be a righteous person and live and do what they do, this is no service to you, Taurus. Okay, so be prepared for that to happen in some way, because it's all on the energy anyway, babe. It's always on the energy of the person, because you're always pretty much giving. You'll do anything that's needed, and until you're double crossed in some way. So if you feel that the energy is off, which 9 times out of 10 it will be, just straight up, but I can't tell you what to do with your life choices. You have to go through this circumstance. But once you feel that energy shift, there is no turning back, because they do not want to change, not one bit. Gemini, thank y'all again. Please go ahead and share this video with somebody else that may be into tarot. All right, Gemini, we have the Page of Curses in reverse, I may add. So this is the second card that's doing that. You know, you had your eye on a particular wish, particular fulfillment, and I don't think it's coming through, because you may be getting some wrong information or wrong advice too. Now, I'm not saying it's coming from Witchy Poo. Hello. Because like I said, the tarot disclaimer is you are responsible for your own life choices. But whoever you are seeking for with some sort of guidance, with some sort of direction, you know, they really, this person ain't got a pot to piss in. So I don't know if this is a persona that's online, or, you know, you've gotten some sort of certificate. You're going through something where you entrust this person and they're giving you, they're your guide. All right. But see, Gemini, you know, it's all false information that's coming through. You've been told a lie, and it's got you nervous, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 for about 5 days or so. Maybe 5 is in the air, whether it's 5 weeks or 5 days. You've been worried about it in some way, because you've been told something that is fictitious and everything. All right. You have to do more research on, you know, people. And I'm not saying look up and do personal, because, you know, that can get borderline sociopath. But what you can do is know that if you're going to somebody for a particular service, or you're paying for something forward up front, then you got to know that this person knows what they're talking about. Because if you have a fulfillment that you've asked and tried to get a request from them to get an answer or foresight, they have told you wrong. Okay. You're going to have to wait longer, because you put your entrustment in this evil person. I'm not even going to hold you. All right, Gemini. So whether this person just doesn't really know what they're talking about, or you just entrusted them because that's just, you didn't have any doubts, I'm telling you, whatever you've been waiting for, you're going to be waiting a lot longer. Okay. And the fear is here. You may just be in fear that you always have to get guidance from a particular person. Witchy is never here to guide you along you like your life and getting you through motions. No. You are supposed to not only take the information and grow, not in the sense, look to be fearful for my next comment, my next prediction, my next thing that you ain't hitting the like button anyway, right? So whatever this is, I'm letting you know that fear is here, but you can relax, because I've already told you very clear, it's not coming. Stop putting so much trust and peace in people you're just meeting awkwardly. I'm moving on. I'm pressing forward. I'm pressing forward. I always say moving on, and I don't want to. Enough people say that. I want to be different. Cancer. Here we go. All right, we got the 9 of Swords. A lot of reverse energy. Just because Anunnaki is here, just because they have landed their ship, baby, does not mean that we all should be topsy-turvy here, including myself, because the energy, I mean, I had this shit all set up. And I had the fun cards too today. Anyway. Cancer, the 9 of Swords is here because, you know, you're getting ready to defend off a lot of different enemies. You actually are getting ready to defend off some sort of secret thing that it's sickly. And whether it's a sick situation, a sick thing that is coming from a sick person, or you in general being sick and you know nothing about. But you're getting ready to defend it all. And I think the more that you know that you are strong enough for all daggers, all jugulars to the throat, you know, it may hurt, but like they say, the words stick back to me or off of me like you, oh shit, I don't know. That's immaturity, but you feel what I'm saying, Pooh. I can't remember. Whatever is sticking off to you, saying something to you, it sticks back to them. I don't fucking know, but you know what I'm trying to say here. It's going to bounce and reflect off of you in a sense where you've been fighting and battling all your life, but this one's just a little bit different. Simply because it's coming from a like a Congress, a group of folks, a group of people who may not be wrapped too tight or just may be sick in themselves. But you can handle all of it, Cancer. So just be prepared. Not only will it be a secret about you that you may not have told anybody or just been completely truthful, or if it's a physical attack, but I really don't see that. I really see more of some sort of secret coming out. So, just be vigilant. You've battled this off before, but this is something a little different. So you can do it. Just know that you got to be stronger. And I'm sorry, Aries is here. You're going to have to deal with it. You just have to say, respect my authority. But when you let them know that your authority is nothing to kind of be played with or threatened in any way, then you can take that Capricorn Earth energy and really get things full circle for your life, even with this sick thing that's coming out very soon. Okay. So you're going to have to deal with it. It's just like everything else that has been a part of your presence, Cancer. You are a warrior and you'll get through this and you'll get better. You'll be okay. But it's a sick thing that's about to come out, and you really just want to protect yourself in all ways, because it's going to not only hurt your feelings, but something that you were ultimately healing. Now you got to deal again. Okay. Leo, come on up to the door. Thank y'all again. Come on and share this video. Y'all watching. It may say 2 here, but there's 10 just sitting there. I've done it. I've done it when I used to care. Now I don't give a shit. I'm going to click on it or I'm not. Because who are you afraid of, right? Leo, the star. I'm telling you, and I've told you before, you have something that you're very hopeful in. Aquarius energy is here, but it's not really working for you at this moment. Because why? There are a lot of things that you have to travel with, including self, on something of a home space that's kind of ignorant. And we've been through this over and over again, Leo, but only you can continue to be hopeful in something that is a no-go. It's not going to work. Not at all, ho. Okay? And I'm not calling you a ho, but seriously, this is something that of a path you've been taking for a very long time, and it's been a slippery journey just because of confidence and insecurity. But you can kind of gather these things when you realize that the hope really doesn't really source from materialistics, right? Not those things. The source really comes from some sort of energy like yourself of an aura when you present your self as a human being. But if you can't get that yet, having hope and inspiration and being inspired by things that are frivolous, I am telling you, you're just going to set yourself and go backwards. You have to start pretty much from scratch and reveal what it is that you're struggling with. You don't have to reveal it to the public. You don't have to reveal it to, anybody. It just needs to be brought out to the universe so you can work on this insecurity. You can work on whatever it is that you have so much hope for in this thing that's materialistic, but you refuse to see that bear that really needs some sort of TLC here. And only you can get it. I am not the one to tell you what to do, but it will all be revealed to you, and it could be pretty much something embarrassing, okay? So I would come out and do what I need to do, make peace with the universe, make peace with self, and really start working on this long path of some insecurity rather than this material thing. Okay. We're getting in. Virgo. All right, we got the Page of Cups. Another one in reverse. I don't know what's going on. This one is, but this one's not. A lot of energy that's in their emotion just because of some off-shaded frequency, but that doesn't need to be for you to fall into a negative. You got to turn it around. You can do it. Listen here, Virgo. You're doing this history or you're doing some sort of research to have a new venture, a new line, a new thing of work. But you need to make sure that this thing is actually legal, because, you know, there's two energies lurking around. This could be somebody that's just your enemy, or somebody watching you that knows they're going to take you down, right? Because whether you believe it or not, the CIA, the FBI, your local police and authority of your city officials, they get wind of you or there's some trouble, they're watching you in an instant. They're watching you right now through your Xfinity TV. Believe it. So if you're being watched in all these different places, why do you not feel that what you're doing is something that's safe? If you don't come to the realization very soon, you know, the two people that's pretty much behind you, they're going to come and arrest you. They're going to come and take something away that you've been kind of researching and thinking that it's legit and all them good things. So I'm not here to scare you, and I don't want to tell you, but whatever this is you're doing that's illegal, you know, you got to turn it around and do it the proper way here. But I think either way it goes, you're going to grow, because that's what needs to happen regardless. There's a difference between ego and high self-esteem. There's also a big difference between realizing and visualization, baby. So you can, you know, Virgo, you know, it's just black and white here, because I think you know what you're doing is not right, but for some reason, you know, who's going to stop you? Who's going to check you? Right? That's just what I'm feeling. Who's going to check me, boo? So, you know, the high ego may catch up with you. And then again, the high ego may help you to change and grow in a sense where you're not only doing something illegal, but it's just frowned upon, because this is just not what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. Do what you want. There it is. Moving on. Pressing forward. Pressing forward. Clear this up. But the universe, Virgo, really wants you to grow from something. Moving on. Because I don't think Virgo's truly listening. They never really will. They pick who they want. You feel what I'm saying? It's like it's an aesthetic thing, but it's also what captures fake honesty. Moving forward. Libra at the door. I got two because you asked for it. I got the Empress, that's Taurus energy, and then we got the Chariot. You may have somebody in your life that is a Taurus or a Pisces, or you may just be getting ready to comfort somebody over an obstacle here. Why? Because there's tons of people looking at this individual. There's also a lot of different secrets on the eyes for something that has been wished upon or told. Libra, you may have wished ill upon or done something wrong, saying a word. You did something here where this Taurus is going to need some nurturing. And I'm not sure, you know, it could be just somebody in your energy if it's not a physical person, but this is an obstacle that can be overcome just like all the rest of them. But see, this three-party situation is going to get somewhat old. There's something here that's really pacifying with her goals, but I wouldn't on them if I had a choice or if I was forced to in any way. Just doesn't look appealing to me. No way, Jose. So, you know, this person may not want you to nurture because you may have wished upon some evil or some hurt, or they may just call on you just because they have nowhere else to go. But either way that it goes, there's an obstacle coming up that you are going to have to be ultimately responsible for. And I don't mean responsible by taking accountability. I mean responsible for some healing, responsible for some explaining, responsible for why things look the way they do, apparently. So be prepared this week. It may happen very sooner than you think, but it's going to bring this Taurus down to their knees. All right. And you can do what you want, but you best believe. You best believe that you are going to get over not only this obstacle, but this person needs you the most. So be prepared, Libra, to really step in, step up, and help someone out in this obstacle that it seems like you either wished, helped, or caused. I'm leaving it at that. because it's way deeper than what I'm getting, and I can't. Not for free, not for no likes. Save my energy for the right people at the right time. Scorpio. Scorpio, you're up next. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Do something. Just don't do shit. We got the Two of Swords here, so get ready to deal with somebody you thought that was going to scheme you, but they're just not doing it. Scorpio, you may be the one that was in denial about that whole scheming aspect, and you are really behind something that's skinny and really not love. See, what's breathed in is this air of you really aren't so much worried about somebody scheming you. You may have schemed 6 people or tried to. But now there's some fake love coming back around to you. I'm sorry, guys. It's the energy at this time. I love positive readings, but it's just not coming through, and I don't know why. So, all I can tell you is, Scorpio, this is something that you're doing, and you're pretty much sticking the swords in your own 2 eyes, because you are the one behind some sort of demise. You are behind some sort of scheme. And I feel like, you were pointing the finger at some, other people, but it's like straight across that it be. You may have a tattoo from here to here or something like that. That's masculine, or just something's up. Because with the scheme is 6 other people. So I hear this chatter of wanting some revenge, but I hear that you're so good at what you do, they're not going to get it. Now, this isn't for all Scorpios, so please take what resonates and lie the rest down for somebody else to grow. But in whole honesty, Scorpio, there's a lot of scheming, and I think you're behind a lot to do with what's unseen. Okay? And whether you don't want to believe it, you've been in denial about this before, but I feel like, this is something of an immature. This is something of just getting over. This is something you may have been taught. Some sort of credit card scheme, scam, shamalam, something ding dong. It just doesn't feel right with the scheming, and you're pointing out somebody else. Well, that's what it is. You learned it from them. You get inspired by the wrong misrepresentation, I should say, Scorpio. So to know that, you were inspired by somebody who may be a criminal or who may just have a record. This is not the inspiration that's needed or the universe wants for you as a person. And you may have just picked up this whole little trade, this whole little scheme, this whole little way, but you hacking or doing something, that is acorn, but that's really not who we should be anymore today. You understand me? It's not in a sense where you have to, you don't have to be ghetto, baby. You don't have to do any of it. You don't have to rob, steal, you don't have to do any of this here. But I just believe that you are inspired by this person that taught you something. That, there's the full circle, but it's not pretty in the sense that you're going to be sitting up king here. I got to move on. I got to press forward. This is wild. Here we go. Sagittarius. Woo-wee. Okay, 2. I don't know why, but it happened for you. You got the King of Swords in reverse and the 2 of Cups. Well, here you go again, worried about somebody else. It's like for the past 2 weeks, you're indulged in something that's not forced. It's not forced in any energy. It's not wanted. But see, this is what you're watching, and it's going to cause a depression. You may have thought the person that you're watching is supposed to be with you or supposed to be together in some sort of past life. You may sit and reminisce and daydream, but this is not the reason why. When you first find or you look at somebody that's attractive, you have a lot of them. But this one particular person, you're too over devoted. Okay, my friend? I don't know if you just, were supposed to marry this person or if this is just somebody. You may be secretly stalking. Is this thing on? Is anybody here? Hello. I'm really trying to be kind without cracking your head here, because it's like you've got this person on your mind day and night. You're doing something on the ground where you're looking down all the time. You may be on the phone scrolling, literally walking into poles because you're monitoring. You're watching somebody who's just. This is not a forced relationship, but it kind of is coming from your end. I can't tell you about this other person. I really can't, because all I see is you trying to be over devoted to something that's just, it's not your friend. So Sagittarius, I really don't know where to begin, because this starts with really believing in yourself, that you have somebody waiting for you, and this person that you're overindulged in ain't it. And if you consider this person so sacred, then you have to speak up and get your whole honest answer on what you want, feel, or need from them. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to get your feelings hurt, but I've also told you the truth for a couple of weeks of the past, present, and here going forward. If you feel this person has some sort of sacred energy and you cannot let go, you have to speak up on them and just, there's that starfish, and it's going to be hard, but make a wish and go. Force yourself to go ahead and be bold. I got to press forward. Here we go. Capricorn, we're getting through this. Ain't wrote shit down, but we're here doing it. Thank y'all again, everybody. I was going to do live calls, but I'm out of here. I ain't worried about you. I'm at the point where, give me 1 second, Capricorn. I'm at the point where it's like, I know that being a public figure or being in the public in general, you get people who monitor who you are. And then it becomes sort of strange in a sense when you don't see the vibe of the frequency of being calm or have a motivation behind them, and all of a sudden, right? But people will never give the credit to the proper respects of the people who inspire them. 1, there is fear. 2, there is jealousy here. And 3, people just aren't mentally capable of showing respect to one another. But I am getting ready to start switching over, as I said before, not only the website, but just the genuine people who want to go, right? Come on, come my lady, come my lady. And the people that will follow you once you gain, this is what the platform's for. They will come. If you seek it, they will come. So I figure if I'm no longer in the presence of people to jock from, then what's the next move that they can benefit and do, right? If you don't give people nothing to work with, then they have to be an original person on their own and get it. But then again, some people still won't do that, and they'll just follow you with their note, pen, and pad. All right, I'm moving on. I'm pressing forward. Capricorn, you got the Knight of Curses here. So you may have just got something off of your spirit. You may have given your life over to Christ, Jesus, and church this past weekend, or you may be doing it this weekend. You're getting ready to get something up off of you where you're going to lead in a new direction, in a new light, and you're really not afraid to. And I say this because not only is the earth energy coming in for you strong, but it's you understanding that this life or some sort of struggle is no longer a stronghold. I feel like you've been struggling not only to get a job, to have clothes. Capricorn, you've just been struggling to catch a bone, whether it's a job, a friend, a lover, anything that feels good, right? So if this is all coming in as to where you've gotten something or getting ready to get something off your spirit, you will be successful here, but you have to understand you're going to be wounded. You're not going to be wounded in a sense where you're going to get hurt, where you get baptized or you're giving up your life, however you see fit. But this religious aspect, you're going to be tested immediately. Like soon as you step out of that building, it's going to look real pretty, pink, and something that's enticing. So, and I say pink just because, you know, one, it's my color, but two, it's actually a wall. But if I seen a pink wall, I'm going to go over into it or at least glance at it once, right? Common sense would tell you. So if you're going to see something that's going to be enticing after you're getting ready to give over your life for a new beginning, you have to know that this spirit is still lingering and lurking. And it will be there, in a sense, probably on your way home in the car ride or even waiting outside the church. They're probably sitting right next to you because they can do that. You have to call them out by their name for them to disappear. So please be mindful that the battle is going to get tougher immediately. You're going to have your eye on something that's enticing. You're going to get the spirit up off of you, but it's going to try to draw you back in immediately. Please be wise on what you do going forward with your own life choices, and good luck to you, baby. Woo! It's here. And you got the strength to do it. I wouldn't have put any of this pressure on you if you couldn't handle the reading on what I'm telling you, right? You have all the strength, Capricorn. One, because you're the earth sign. You have that strong mentality to not let anything get you down. But you also have a weakness for things that just feel good for good reason. This is going to take, by the next waning moon, the next waning moon is going to take the spirit to really get away from you if you follow through. This is something of a forever thing, so it's going to come back, but it just may be in a different form to you. I don't know if you have somebody in your family that does something underlining. You got the strength to get through this. So just be prepared to be tested, okay? Nope. Aquarius, absolutely not. You're interested, leave a comment. You probably won't. Final two, Aquarius and Pisces, and I'm out of here, Pooh. If you want to call, it is 772-462-242-4672. 242-4672. But I ain't worried about it. I got to get out of here. Aquarius, I'm back to life. Let me clear this up. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Oh, y'all shouting out these two cards. You lucky dogs. All right. We got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Well, you thought a breakthrough was coming, and it's delayed just a little because you have to be calm. You have to gain some sort of wisdom, Aquarius. I'm not going to keep saying this week after week because it's been 2 and I don't think you get it. But there is a few, there's like 6 of you that really want this change to open up. They've even started with having more love, like on their heart, in their bosom area. You may hold a child or hold a baby. You hold something close where you're showing more compassion here. So that's kind of open you up, but that's only for 6 of y'all. But the rest, it's like, baby, the calmness needs to happen. There is something swift of the tongue that is regurgitating or just vomit, but this is something done at night or getting ready to be done. And if you don't keep that calm, there it is again, the breakthrough will not come. You want this clarity. You want it all to be very, very great for you. And that's wonderful because we all do. But then again, when that air blows in and this temptation for some sort of attention, this temptation for some sort of recognition, it's still stepping in. I don't know what's happening or if you're just incapable to receive, because that could be too. If you've had a hard time or just been rejected in your life, it's a struggle for you. But if leading with love needs to come through. The power of 3, if you need people, if you can gather them, they will help you get through this. If not, get ready for this disaster. And there it is. I want you to have peace. You want you to have peace. Here's the fucking sign on what you need to do to get it immediately. You've got to be calm and you've got to be swift, but not in a sense where you're going to cause something that is a hindrance. Please watch that tongue. Please watch that mouth. Now the sword is going through the throat. I still say you need to get your thyroid checked, something in your throat chakra, but that's neither here nor there. That was last week. You got to press forward. But I want you to see that that tongue is very, very long, very, very lengthy, and very, very mighty. So, you know, if you can just hold off a little bit longer to not say what you want, that's seriously suppressing you into some anger. You know, this is what's going to happen. The peace will come, and this is something that will be attracting. It will not retract this time because the universe is going to understand, okay, now you finally get what I've been trying to make you understand in the mind. I'm pressing forward. I'm on the last one. Pisces. Here we go. Here we go. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I have a lot coming up. A lot coming up. The horoscopes. I got Aries and Taurus. Spooky, scary stories. We're going to go on some adventures. We're still going to try to hook in Halloween Horror Nights. Even though we're rained out, we're going to try to sneak and get up there. All right, Pisces, here we go before I leave the show. All right. We got the 9 of curses. You had this a couple of weeks back, and it's not in a sense this may be the same person, the same energy, but something is coming of a shock factor back. Whether you are going through this rain, you live where it's tragedy right now in some way. It's really not, but these surges, they're just no fun. But the flooding, I'm not even going to get into that. I will wait till the membership open back up because we have some things to discuss. Ooh, I digress. There's this it's this thing you've been prepared for where you've gotten some, or you want to get some new do, but you really can't. You want to get a new perspective or outlook, but something's sick or something's just not working out in the end. I feel like also with some sort of surge thing, you may have experienced some sort of flooding, or it's in your system. You have something very hard that's going to sneak up on you. I don't know if it's a back problem or you're going to do something as to where that'll happen, where it's like an injury or some sort of like illness. But this isn't something that you can't beat. It's just a lot bigger than you that I see. So if something's bigger than you, then you know you have to use organic home remedies. If it's something bigger than you, then you have to know that you kind of got to not be afraid of what's behind you. So be mindful of something big, someone big coming in the next 6 days to may tell you some news you weren't expecting. You may already know the news, but now it has gotten bigger rather than minuscule, something smaller. Now it's huge here. Either way, I think you need to kind of not worry because it's not going to change this outcome anyway. But what you kind of got to do is push back and get more movement. You got to get some sleep too. You're not sleeping enough, Pisces. It's like one eye is open and one eye is closed. When you're supposed to be sleeping, it's like you can't. You're on the phone or you're doing something here. And you're doing it pretty hard where it's making you sick or it's going to make you sick. Pisces, I'm quite intrigued on what's happening here. What's this big, huge thing? Is it an illness? Is it news? What's going on with Pisces? Flooding. These are the Tarots by Witchy Poo. Yes, she has her own tarot cards. Check out watchfamilybusiness.com to order yours. You will not be disappointed. All right. The Six of Pentacles is in the cards. So you're betting on something to go right, but it's really not what it's not what you think it is. Not what it was. You're betting, or you bet on something to go right, and it's kind of just backfired. So if this is not an actual person with some news, whether it's health or personal to you, you know, your money's going to be kind of tied up here because you got the 6 and the 9. So you're able to kind of get through this struggle, this weird time, but it's like you spoke too soon on something and you bet your bottom dollar, and you're pretty much going to be wrong. Okay. So if you physically made a bet, if you've done something that just ain't legit, you want to kind of back out of it. You want to back out of it kind of immediately, Pisces, okay? Because there's a lot going on with your health. You can't afford any of this game. You can't play any of whatever it is that you're doing that you bet your bottom dollar on something here, okay? I want to talk more. I had Pisces that was good. I had Cancer I wanted to get with. Aquarius was good. You guys, I would love to dive deeper into this, but I'm going to stop here and kind of wrap it up. But these were pretty. Sit here and not be meaningful to y'all, because y'all won't hit the like button. Final card is the Consume. So Pisces, don't take my word for it. Just keep doing you. Don't change up anything, and watch what happens what it sees. But if you have the idea that, okay, I think I'm going to take a different route just to get a little clarity here, then you'll understand that all of these things that you are in consumption of, the not getting sleep, you're on the phone too much, you may have bet your bottom dollar on something. And I don't want to say a gambling problem, because I really hope that's not what it is. We have to be adults to know when enough's enough, and you got to stop when you know you overbid. So I don't want to say that, and I really hope that's not it. But whatever this is, it's not going to come full circle because of you, something you're consuming, or it's too late. You already did. I'm out of here. I thank y'all for being a part of the tribe. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I say, Ashe.